Hello crafty friends, welcome to another clean and simple card making video. So yesterday I sat down, recorded a video of me making this card based on this sketch from our June sketch booklet. When I finished, I wasn't entirely happy with it. Wasn't sure about the colours, wasn't sure about this big chunky border. This is a 5 by 7 inch card. I normally on my videos do 4 by 6-ish inch cards. I thought I'd try something bigger and I'm not sure that it worked. But when I stood up to turn the camera off, I discovered it had stopped recording after about 3 minutes and I hadn't recorded the process. So that's given me the chance to redo this card on video for you on a smaller scale to see if I like it. So as I say, instead of a 5 by 7 inch, I'm going to do a 4 by 6 inch. And I'm going to use the same size panel. No, I'm not. I'm going to use a slightly larger panel and put that on the front of my card with my tag and stationery icon cluster up here and see if I prefer it. Now for the colours I used ice spruce with some shimmer spray, white shimmer spray on the tag, tattered rose, which I really like, and salvage patina, another favourite. But I think this is too bold for its position on the card. It's a background piece almost, but it's really saturated and bright. So instead of inks today, I'm going to try cutting these out of different colour papers and working out a combination of colours that I like. So I've cut my tag out of green. It's quite a strong green. And I've cut my clip here out of a dusky pink. And I've got a pale blue. Now I think that one is disappearing because that is so strong. So I'm wondering about putting the blue in the background and bringing the green forward. So I've got a blue tag, a pink clip, and a green envelope. On the original card, I also put a postage stamp cut from vellum behind this here to create a little bit of extra separation. Yeah, I think I like that. I did run the postage stamp through my die cutting machine with this wobbly grid embossing folder. So I could do that again, but I'm wondering about actually putting the tag through to give it a bit of texture. I'm just not happy with the envelope. Maybe it needs different colours in maybe white. Let's try that. We'll take out the inserts. We'll cut the envelope from white and insert it. I've just got a bit of double-sided tape on the back of this to try and keep all the bits in, but that'll just make it easier for me to do the inlaying in a tick. Right, I've inlaid the white bits and I've also cut it from the pink so I can add a little pink heart there to the middle. And now let's see if I like how it's looking. You know what? I'm liking that. I think that's worked. Now I'm just going to finish off my clip. So I've cut a second clip from the pink and I just want to take a bit off the bottom to layer on top of my original clip. So I've got a metal edge and a craft knife. This is going to be a bit fiddly. I just want to run the embossing tool along that edge to bevel it. These are the tiny little details I think that finish a card nicely. Take a little bit of high-tack white glue, dip that in there. Not too much glue, and then layer it over there like that. And that just gives that a little bit of dimension. You should be able to see that in the close-up photos at the end of the video. I'm also going to cut the clip from this silver so that I can extract the handle bit, the clippy bit, and stick that over the top. So I shall use my ruler and my craft knife again to slice where the end of these embossed lines is and just cut that off there. And then snip along the embossed lines. I've got my little clip. I've added some glue to the back and I can pop that on top there like that. It's a little bit tricky to bevel the edges on something so small or thin, but if you just run a tool down without much pressure at all, you can neaten up those edges. Right, I think we're ready to start assembling. Before I stick my tag down, I want to put these splat coffee ring type things in the background for a bit of extra visual texture. Gives my tag something to sit on. So this is a subtle texture really. I'm not colouring these because I want them to be there, but only just there, if you see what I mean. And I think these go with the stationery theme, the clip and the letter. These could be ink blotches. We'll pop a bit of glue on the back of this tag. Place that over there. Get it on straight with my T-square ruler. We can we can snip off, not sniff off, all the overhanging bits. For my postage stamp, I'll just put some sticky on the back using my Xyron sticker maker. That can go about there. I'll take the double-sided release paper off the back of the envelope. Add a bit of glue to the back of my clip. Oh, there's something like that. And this can go on my card blank. For my sentiment, I'm going to go with just a note again, and I've put a little bit of glue on this end and a little bit of foam tape on that end just to keep it level as it travels across the different layers of card. And I want to add a bit more silver. So I've got these sequin dies and we're going to cut it from the same silver card. I'm actually going to put a bit more cardboard underneath, because what that will do is it will help the pattern of the sequins to emboss on the card. It gives the die something squishy to press into. So hopefully you can see you've got the circles, but you've also got the sequin pattern. Right, just going to pop a little bit of matte gel medium here and there and add my sequins. Right, there we go. A second card. Hopefully this video has recorded. I definitely prefer this one, I think. I think the cluster works better with the solid colours, but the envelope works really well with the different colours. It's not too attention grabbing. And I think I prefer the dimension of this, a smaller white border around the outside. I think it's, although fairly busy here, still counts as clean and simple because everything's clustered here. We've got this empty white space. We've got clean lines, so it's clean. And it's fairly simple. It's a limited colour palette, limited layers. So I'm happy with that. You'll have to let me know which one you prefer, the larger card or the smaller card. Right, don't forget to subscribe, ring the notification bell, leave a thumbs up, and I will see you back here very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.